Hello, and welcome to Cheers for Change 2021. My name is Kevin Doyle, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Sheilah Doyle Foundation. Thank you for tuning in tonight to support this special evening and this important program, Camp Sheilah. For those who are new to Camp Sheilah is a 3-day grief camp for youth ages 7 to 17 who have lost a parent or sibling to homicide. And Cheers for Change is the annual fundraiser in support of camp and the kids who attend. Although we all wish we could celebrate in person, as we've done for the past 10 years, tonight's 1-hour online event will highlight the leadership and resilience of the young people who attend Camp Sheilah. We will also honor the long-standing commitment and service of an elected official whose recent support of Camp Sheilah has made a tremendous difference in the lives of our campers. We will also recognize the dedication of our tremendous volunteers and supporters whose work with our kids make Camp Sheilah special. And last, we will provide you an opportunity tonight to make a lasting impact in the lives of our children as they continue to heal from the loss of their loved ones. Chicago has witnessed over 6,000 murders since we started our organization in 2011. Cheers for Change and Camp Sheilah were my family's response to these unspeakable tragedies. In the summer of 1993, my mother, Sheilah Doyle, was a victim of homicide. She was followed home from work because 3 men wanted to steal the hood of her black Toyota Camry. It was a robbery that went bad, and the only thing these 3 men took that evening was her life. All this over a car part, while my dad, sisters, and I were in the house sleeping and awaiting her arrival from work. I will never forget that day or the impact it has had on my life and the life of my family members. I was 17 when my mom died, and since that time, I had always wanted to find a way to help kids who had experienced the loss of a parent or sibling to homicide. And through Camp Sheilah and Cheers for Change, we have done just that. Since 2011, we have raised over $2 million for our program while supporting over 200 plus children and their families know that they are not alone in their grief journey. This success has been a total team effort. First, we can't thank our campers and their families enough for their trust, hard work, and enthusiasm. We are constantly inspired by your resilience and strength as you work through your grief. Next, we are forever grateful for the support and efforts of our board of directors, our camp volunteers, and many of you watching who have been with us for many, many years. Your generosity has made all this possible, and we will continue to build brighter futures for the kids and their families that we serve. Finally, to my family, I am so proud of your ability to turn grief into action, building Camp Sheilah into what it is today, a place for kids who experienced grief, a grief and loss that no child, or person for that matter, should ever have to endure. Starting and running this organization has been a journey too, and this year's event is made even more special by the fact it is the first under the official partnership between the Sheilah A. Doyle Foundation and Kids Above All, a nonprofit in Chicago dedicated to building better lives for kids and their families. For the past 5 years, Kids Above All, formerly ChildServe, has provided clinical support for Camp Sheilah, and in this new agreement, they will assume operational control of camp. We are very excited about what this partnership means for our kids and families, with opportunities to expand and strengthen the connection with our campers on a more regular basis through quarterly activities, as well as individual and family counseling. The future is bright for Camp Sheilah and our campers, and we thank you for your continued support. It is now my pleasure to introduce our MC for the evening, Josh Cooper. Josh has been a part of the Camp Sheilah family literally since day one. He lost his father to homicide at the age of 3 and was our first camper in 2011. Josh has grown so much in 10 years, now being a husband, a father, and a successful sales professional. He was a Camp Sheilah Leadership Award recipient. He's volunteered at camp and currently sits on the Camp Sheilah Planning Committee. His energy and passion for camp are infectious and inspiring, and his commitment to working with kids who have experienced a loss like his own is second to none. I am proud of his growth throughout these many years and want to thank him for his years of service to the Sheilah Doyle Foundation and Camp Sheilah. Please welcome our MC and my friend, Josh Cooper.
Thank you, Kevin. And thank you all for tuning in tonight. My name is Josh Cooper, and I am very excited to be your host this evening for Cheers for Change 2021. In support of Camp Sheilah and the youth ages 7 to 17 who have lost a parent or a sibling to homicide. When Kevin asked if I would be the MC for this year's event, I jumped at the chance. Kevin, the entire Doyle family, and Camp Sheilah have been a big part of my life for more than a decade. As Kevin mentioned, I was Camp Sheilah's first ever camper. My dad was killed when I was 3 years old. I have spent a year since trying to cope with his loss, trying to work through how much my father has missed and will continue to miss in my life. My graduations, signing to play college baseball, my marriage to the love of my life, and the birth of his first grandchild. These are things I still deal with, but have been aided in my grief journey by the lessons I have learned and the support that I have received at Camp Sheilah. In 2010, my mom and I found Sheilah A. Doyle Foundation and Camp Sheilah. Meeting the Doyles and going to camp changed my life tremendously. Before camp, I never told the story of how my father was murdered. I have since learned that it is okay to be sad and vulnerable, that it is okay to not be okay. Camp Sheilah opened my eyes to a totally new and more positive way of living my life. I found the support that I needed to open my heart and the strength I needed to find my voice so that I could confidently tell my story and give hope to other kids who had gone through similar tragedies. I have volunteered at Camp Sheilah for more than 10 years. I have witnessed the power of Camp Sheilah and what makes it such a unique and special experience. Every year, camp helps campers find their voice. It fills their heart with hope and gives them the ability to express their emotions in an environment unlike any other. Throughout the 3 days when camp is in person, campers participate in activities meant to challenge, yet empower them. We tackle ropes courses to remind ourselves just how strong we are. We create art projects just to process our grief and tell our story in small groups. We build community by sharing meals, making s'mores, and playing basketball together. We reconnect with and remember the loved ones we have lost, launching lanterns in the sky and through our moving forward ceremony. Let me tell you, it's a full weekend. When it's over, we are all exhausted, but we are sad to leave because of the fun we've had and the deep, long-lasting connections we've made. And tonight, we had that opportunity to make Camp Sheilah continue, to have the kind of impact on kids and families who have lost a loved one to homicide. Your generosity and support will make that possible. And while we get to that portion of the evening a little later, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Autumn and Dave from Winspire. They're going to quickly go through the information we will need to make an impact this evening. Take it away, Autumn and David.
All right. Hey, hello,
high five.
everyone. I know we missed our high five. Hey, hello, everyone. Thanks for the introduction, Josh.
Yes.
And welcome to Cheers for Change 2021, a night benefiting Kids Above All's Camp Sheilah program and the youth who attend as they seek to heal from the loss of a parent or sibling to homicide.
What is going on exactly? Autumn and I are excited and honored to be with you all this evening. And we thank you all for joining us. I'm excited.
I am too. You know, tonight it's about highlighting the resilience and the dedication of the youth and volunteers who make Camp Sheilah so special. Now, we'll be sharing with you stories from those that have benefited from this amazing camp, recognizing the selfless work of two amazing individuals, and of course, providing you the opportunity to support Camp Sheilah.
Absolutely. So now is the time to light those fire pits and bring out the s'mores and hot cocoa, whatever. What do you say, Autumn? I mean, are we ready to get this evening started?
Oh, I know, I'm ready.
To go?
I am
Come
ready.
on.
And I hope that you are too. So, be sure to drop some comments in on those available chat functions because we can see them in real time. And it helps us feel like we're part of the celebration with you.
Yes.
Hey, and additionally tonight, we can see some of you all too.
Uh-oh.
Let's turn on those cameras and bring up that Zoom wall, shall we?
Everybody, can we get a raise the roof? Can we all raise it? Raise it? Raise it? Okay, there we go.
You guys are looking good tonight. Are we excited to be here to do some celebrating? Give me some big thumbs up.
Sweet
I love it.
Caroline. I hear you. I hear you guys.
Oh, I saw you all having some fun back there earlier when the music was playing. That was a lot of fun. And I know we've got some alum with us on the Zoom wall tonight. If you are an alum of Camp Sheilah, give us a wave. Let us see you out there. All right.
Perfect.
Oh, this is fun. Make sure you're dropping some chats in the chat function for us, too. We'll be sure to call you out. We're glad you're here with us.
Absolutely.
Now, before we get this program started, we want to make sure that everyone is ready and prepared to participate. Now, for those of you that registered or pre-registered for tonight, you should have received an email with a direct link to the event website. This link gives you access to an amazing assortment of silent auction items, and it's also the way that we will be giving tonight.
Absolutely. And if you're currently scrambling to find the email Autumn mentioned, or you're just joining in and have not pre-registered, we have all of that covered for you too. Okay, so here's what to do. Listen closely. Simply text Cheers for Change to 76278 and follow the instructions. All right, and that is all one word. And again, it's Cheers for Change to 76278. And prefer to participate on computer or tablet as well. I have a website option for you guys as well. Okay, and it is cheersforchange.givesmart.com. Okay, so information for both registration methods should be on your screen right now, folks, so you can participate.
And while you're getting that pulled up, I want to make sure to mention that silent auction. It's closing at 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And there are some great autographed memorabilia items up for grabs for our sports collectors out there.
Oh, boy.
As well as fabulous wining and dining experiences. I mean, who isn't excited about a backyard taco and margarita party for 20 of your friends? Or pizza and beer for an entire year? I'll tell you what, I'm going to need a gym membership after that.
I know.
There's absolutely something for everyone in tonight's silent auction, so be sure to get those bids in right now. And don't forget about that grand prize raffle, a fantastic 4-night stay at an all-inclusive Hyatt Ziva in Los Cabos, Mexico.
Oh, wow.
If you haven't purchased those raffle tickets yet, you can't let Janice and Jeff down. They want to see those tickets purchased.
That's right.
You have until 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned, because we will be announcing the winner live at the end of the show.
That's right. Man, that's exciting. A little getaway. So just to say, tonight's event would not have been possible without the generous support of our sponsors. Okay, so thank you to our Journey Group sponsor, Little Company of Mary Sisters USA. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you to our scholarship sponsors, Nativa and Next Door and Windows Company. All right, so give it up for that. Thank you. Yeah. And thank you to all of our sponsors for being a part of creating hope, man, for a bright future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And thank you. And you know, it's so fun for us. We're watching the Zoom wall and I'm watching you all applaud. I know you were in it to win it. So you know what, David? Let's throw another log on the fire.
Let's do it.
Because I think we are ready to get the night started.
Uh-oh.
We're so excited to celebrate the growth and achievements of our young people. I think it's time we begin recognizing them now. We'd like to welcome back our co-host, Josh,
Joshy.
to do the honors as we start off with our 2021 Camp Sheilah Leadership Award.
Thanks to Autumn, David, and everyone at Winspire for being with us tonight. We'll see them again soon. But now, it's time for one of my favorite parts of Cheers for Change, honoring an outstanding current or former camper with the Camp Sheilah Leadership Award. Each year, the Camp Sheilah Leadership Award is given to an individual who established themselves as a leader during their time at camp, and through their participation, reached out to help their peers in the grieving process. This year's recipient, Brianna Marie Trice, was always a strong, positive role model at camp. Her infectious attitude and optimism constantly lifted her fellow campers' spirits and let them know they were not alone. We are proud of the strides she has made in her healing journey and of the amazing person she is today. Let's watch Brianna Marie's story.
My name is Brianna Marie Trice. I am 22 years old. Unfortunately, my father passed when I was 4, and I've been participating in Camp Sheilah since the second camp. I was truly like a daddy's girl. I loved everything about my daddy. No one could ever tell me that he took a peppermint. Like, there is nothing you can tell me that my daddy did wrong.
As a father, he loved his kids. He was so happy every time I was pregnant with a child that he didn't know what to do.
The circumstances around my father's death was he was at a birthday party for one of his cousins, and prior to the birthday party, she had had an altercation with a young lady in the neighborhood. Another altercation ensued, and my father was sort of trying to kind of break everything up, trying to be the peacemaker in the situation. Once he decided to leave, he ended up going back to grab his coat, and when he came back out, a few people who had heard about the altercation happening came back to the party and shot him.
I was only 25 when he passed, so it was just like a shock for him not to have been there just the next day. So it had a big impact on my life.
I remember one point in time just feeling like super sad. One thing that I always had anytime I felt sad was either my mama or my daddy. My mama was being taken care of by other people at the time, and she was having to lean on shoulders. With her having to be consoled, I just really felt like I wanted my dad. And that was something that I don't think I would ever forget, just that feeling of wanting my daddy and not having him there. Camp Sheilah is a 3-day camp that is put on for children who have experienced some type of homicide or act of violence against someone in their life.
Camp Sheilah was like almost a savior to myself and my children. They definitely brought Brianna out of her shell quite a bit.
When I first came to Camp Sheilah, I was struggling a lot with suicidal thoughts, a lot of depression. It was seeing Kevin first share his story at camp on day 1 that he does every single camp. And that really impacted the way that I saw my grief journey. And just to understand that it is a journey was something that was so new for me. Camp Sheilah let me know that there are other children and other people who have gone through the same thing that I went through, and that what I was feeling wasn't wrong. Coping with the loss is not ignoring it. It's really paying attention to it, becoming one with it, and really understanding why you feel the way you do.
I've seen her at her low points. It was crushing. So for her to come, out of a lot of things that she came out of, and now to be such a very productive, just vibrant young lady, it's seeing a flower blossom like right before your eyes.
One of the things that I learned from going to Camp Sheilah was that nothing was impossible. I ended up double majoring in sociology and criminal justice with a double minor in philosophy and political science. When I go to the camp, I see all these little kids and I see all of my peers, and I think like, well, that's a future senator, that's a future firefighter, that's a future teacher. These are our future leaders. And if we aren't giving back to organizations that are helping our future leaders and helping the people that are going to be inhabiting our space, then what are we doing? I've decided to go either in civil rights law or criminal law because I want to help other people who have gone through similar experiences like myself. Because one thing that Camp Sheilah did for me is that it gave me a chance, and I want to be able to give other people a chance.
I would like to thank you guys so much. You just don't know what impact you've had in my children's life. It's been an amazing ride with you guys, and I appreciate everything that you've done for myself and the children.
I want to thank the Doyle family specifically for taking a tragedy that could have defined you and making it something so much bigger and so much more positive. And I want to absolutely thank all of the donors and everyone that will be contributing to this event. When you're giving to Camp Sheilah, you're giving to children, and you're giving to parents, and you're giving to families that need that help. I never knew the value in my story until I came to Camp Sheilah. Thank you to Camp Sheilah, Kevin, Kelly, Kristen, and the rest of the Doyle family for choosing me as this year's Camp Sheilah Leadership Award recipient. When I came to Camp Sheilah, I was hopeless and unsure how to navigate the loss of my father. Camp Sheilah gave me the tools to turn my story into one of triumphs instead of just trials. Today, you all have that same power to turn a child's story and turn their lives into something of power. We are asking that you give with your hearts and know that your dollars make the world of difference because I am that difference. I want to thank you all for tuning in today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianna Marie. Congrats again. Brianna Marie is another example of a young person who opened her heart to Camp Sheilah, and it changed her life. All she needed, all every one of our campers need, is the support, resources, and opportunities that allow them to grieve in their own way so they can transform their tragedy into a bright future. As someone who has benefited directly from the kindness of those of you watching who are longtime friends of Camp Sheilah, I have experienced firsthand how much your support meant to me on my journey. Your generosity and financial contributions of any amount tonight will make a difference for more kids who also need help on their healing journeys. As we now go back to Autumn and David at Winspire, who will take us through how we can impact the children who attend Camp Sheilah, I'm asking you to donate, to provide that hope and opportunity for kids who have experienced profound tragedy so they can build a brighter future. Autumn and Dave?
That's right. Congratulations to Brianna Marie on this well-deserved honor. Brianna Marie and all of the kids who have attended Camp Sheilah since it started in 2011 are remarkable young people, man. Their strength and resilience are extraordinary, and with Camp Sheilah's help, they are able to succeed.
They really are, David.
Yeah.
And, I just want to take a moment and let Brianna Marie know that the chat has blown up.
Yes, it has.
You are so inspiring, and you have paved the way for us to go right into the next portion of our evening together. We're going to be asking you for a gift tonight, a gift that will help transform the tragedy of losing a parent or sibling to homicide into a bright future. We recognize that tragedy is not a one and done event, and our kids, they don't just get over it. Camp Sheilah is all about helping our young people create a path forward so that they can become stronger and more resilient.
Absolutely. And we will begin our levels of giving tonight with a larger amount and then work our way down. So when you feel comfortable to make a gift, please do so. And we'd love to see everyone participate this evening. And I'm betting on all of you that we can make that happen, all right? I'm seeing the chat. You guys are energized. We're going to do it big tonight. As a reminder, your gifts this evening can be given through the methods Autumn and I reviewed earlier. They're on the screen again. And if you missed that information, it is on the screen right now. So with a simple click of a button, you can give tonight and be a part of the impact, all right? As your donations come in this evening, you will be able to see in real time how your giving is bringing us closer to meeting our goal of $30,000, okay? Autumn, let's go ahead and share with everyone our first level of giving.
I would be delighted to, David. And you know, in the spirit of Camp Sheilah tonight, we're going to be taking you to camp with us through our levels of giving. So let's get started. Our first level of giving tonight is at the $2,500 level. Now, each camper comes to Camp Sheilah absolutely free of charge, meaning all of their meals are covered as well. A donation at the $2,500 level could assist with the expense of hosting meals for every camper. Now, meals at Camp Sheilah are essential, not just to, fuel so the campers can tackle the days ahead. Meals are a time when everyone comes together to hang out, to learn more about each other and develop lasting friendships.
Absolutely.
Everyone's favorite meal. This is the favorite. It's on Saturday night, when the whole camp gathers together for the big barbecue.
That's right. Who doesn't love barbecue, folks? I'm from Texas. Barbecue is where it's at. Hot dogs, hamburgers, pulled pork, veggie burgers, brats, and an assortment of salads. That sounds good. We use some potato salad in there too. Anything you can think of at a barbecue, it's there. And we're told it's very, very delicious. So throughout the day on Saturday, the kids work up an appetite participating in activities that challenge them physically and emotionally. After these challenges, campers process the feelings that those activities surface in journey circles. Now, journey circles are led by true licensed therapists and help the kids understand and apply what they learn to their daily lives. Now, this enables them to better cope with the loss of their loved one to homicide, which is awesome, Autumn. Very awesome.
It's a really important part. You know, in the Saturday night barbecue, it is an emotional release. For the campers, it's the culmination of a very long day. They're going to play silly games and eat delicious food.
Right.
And to top it all off, an ice cream truck comes to camp.
Ice cream?
For some campers, the ice cream truck doesn't visit their neighborhoods. So this is an exciting experience that they only get at Camp Sheilah, and it makes them feel special.
And for the grand finale Saturday night, no camp experience would be complete without roasting s'mores by the fire, all right? A $2,500 donation this evening helps ensure that the kids have a delicious barbecue with all the fixings and ice cream truck and s'mores, folks, and some s'mores.
Oh, yes. But you know, more than that, your contribution at this level helps build the Camp Sheilah community, a support system that helps kids who've experienced the loss of a parent or sibling to homicide to heal from that trauma. So we're looking for a $2,500 gift at this level, but you know what? I'm watching the thermometer and I'm watching the donations come in.
Yeah.
And you just keep on giving when it feels good at the level that it feels good.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming, folks. Now, our next level of giving is at the $1,000 level, okay? And what an impact this level can make. So listen closely. This is our Fund a Camper level. Okay, and a $1,000 gift can provide 1 year of Camp Sheilah programming for one camper, helping them turn their tragedy into hope for a bright future. This program includes a 3-day camp experience and the quarterly check-ins throughout the rest of the year. Camp Sheilah was founded in 2011 and has provided a safe place for more than 200 kids ages 7 through 17. And well over 400 volunteers have shared their time and talent since it all began, which is remarkable numbers.
It really is. And you know, during camp, campers are going to be matched with their big buddies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Volunteers who dedicate themselves to a child for the entire weekend, providing emotional support as the camper processes their grief. Now, as David mentioned earlier, a big part of camp experience is the participation in journey circles. Kids of similar ages are placed together in groups and given the opportunity to share their story in a supportive environment with other children who have experienced the same loss. They learn that this loss neither defines who they are nor the path that they're going to take in life. They learn they have the power to write their own futures.
That's right. And we just saw a big gift come in, so thank you for that. $1,000 gives the gift of all that is special about Camp Sheilah, and it gives hope to a young person who has experienced unthinkable tragedy. This is hitting on the foundation right here and helping them. Hey, we can help a kid enjoy this experience. So this is what I love most about it. The culture. Culture's huge.
It is a culture. And you know what? We're going to celebrate some of this giving right now. I think we need to call out some of these big gifts that we're seeing come in. So, Jeff, I want to give you a shout out for your donation. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Now, I know I saw a pretty hefty contribution from our good friend Kevin
Yes.
at the $2,500 level. Kevin, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Kevin.
you for kicking us off this evening. And I'm pretty sure we had a $1,000 gift come in there. There it is, Jim Wilson.
Thank you, Jim.
Jim, thank you for your giving tonight and your commitment to the future of these kids. That's right. We're going to continue to call out these gifts throughout the evening. So at whatever point that you feel called to give, you're ready, you're hungry, you want to jump in, we're going to do our best to make sure we get to you. But we're going to move it over to our $750 level of giving this evening.
Okay.
Now, this level supports Camp Sheilah's challenge courses. Throughout the 3-day Camp Sheilah experience, campers participate in a host of activities, such as wall climbing and zip lining. It'd be tricky to get me up there. The goal is to present our kids with opportunities that are outside their comfort zone, allowing them to do something they normally wouldn't do.
Absolutely.
They learn how to overcome and persevere so that they can leave camp. They have tools and experiences that they need to do a little better at coping with the loss of their loved one in their daily lives.
That's right. Now, Autumn, did you know that according to studies cited by the Trauma Institute and Child Trauma Institute in Massachusetts, exercise and physical activity can increase coping skills and decrease anxiety and depression?
You know, I absolutely believe that, David.
Wow, what a fact.
Which is why these challenge courses are a vital part
Very vital,
of
yes.
Camp Sheilah's experience for kids. And along with the individual challenges, campers will go through some group activities too, which both encourages teamwork and a supportive environment that helps the campers conquer their fears. And of course, trained instructors are on hand to keep all of our campers safe. Now, your generosity at the $750 level helps our kids better handle the loss that they've experienced so they can achieve their full potential. And David is just over here. He is bursting with the donations that are coming in right now. Let's just take a pause and let's call out Kelly. Thank you. Thanks for that gift that you just tossed in there for us. We love seeing that. We've got $100 coming over from Mark Werner. Thank you, Mark.
Nice.
What a great way to get us started this evening.
I'm seeing the jump.
Joseph DeMarco. Now,
Thank you, Joseph.
David, remind me, you said we had a goal tonight, didn't we?
Yes, we did. 30,000.
30,000 friends. We are almost
Already.
halfway to that goal. David, why don't you talk about our next level of giving and see if we
I would love
can't
to.
get us past that halfway mark?
Absolutely. So would you consider being an art therapy sponsor this evening at the $500 level, okay? So this level is one of the most impactful of the night because art therapy is a crucial component of Camp Sheilah. Okay, a $500 gift will provide paints, brushes, canvases, markers, crayons, and other supplies that will help each camper create art projects so they can develop coping skills. All right, campers then use their creations outside of camp to help them manage their emotions and feelings on a daily basis. Art challenges are age appropriate so that campers don't feel overwhelmed and can get the most out of the activity. This is a huge level, okay? Creativeness is a huge thing. After completing their challenge, campers can choose to share what their project means to them, either in their journey circles or in front of the entire camp. Creativeness is huge, Autumn. I love this.
Well, and you know, I'm a big fan of the arts. David, the statistics
That's right.
on homicide are staggering. Since Camp Sheilah started in 2011, there have been more than 6,000 people murdered in the city of Chicago alone. Now, it's Camp Sheilah's goal to ensure support is available to children who've lost a parent or sibling to homicide so they can begin to heal from this trauma.
Absolutely.
And art therapy, it has been proven to be one of the most effective ways of helping children process their emotions.
Right.
You know, art therapy relaxes the campers. It
Right.
opens them up for sharing.
Absolutely.
It encourages our kids to be introspective and to create some artwork that acts as a reminder of the loved one and allows for reflection and learning through discussion.
I love this, man. I love this. A $500 gift tonight will make sure our campers have the opportunity to explore their feelings through art or through creativity so they can heal from the trauma they've experienced due to the loss of a family member. So these donations are already pouring in. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and hey, I
thank
want to
you.
give a shout out to Brian and Tracy. We
Thank you,
see your
Brian.
pledge in the chat. Thank you so much. I know that we'll make sure to get that from you. Thank you. And guess what, friends? We hit that halfway point.
We hit
are
that.
halfway
That's right.
to our goal tonight.
We're
Kelly,
halfway
we're seeing
there.
your donation come in. Thank you so much, Kelly. And you know, just a few moments ago, I saw a scroll for a $750 gift from Jeff. Jeff,
Whoa.
thank you. Catherine just jumped in with $100. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you.
Michael Munger at 200. Thank you, Michael. We're so grateful for your support. You know, this all adds up. And you know it's all going to help our campers and help them move forward
Absolutely.
to a much, much brighter future. Speaking of moving forward, David, let's move on to our $250 level.
Let's do it.
Now, this level helps ensure our campers stay safe and healthy throughout the weekend. This level helps sponsor our camp nurses station. Very important. Keeping our campers and our volunteers safe and healthy during their time at camp is our #1 priority.
Absolutely, Autumn. And every day at camp is full of activities that keep our kids moving. From 8 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m., campers are having fun while also working on productive ways to continue on their healing journeys. The activities give campers the opportunity to build self-confidence and more effectively manage their grief and emotions. And as you heard with the challenge courses, our kids have some pretty intense experiences while at camp. So having trained professionals on hand to supervise is for their safety.
That's right. You know, and also, well, nature happens. And when it does,
that's right.
we want to make sure the supplies needed are on hand to take care of those cuts and bumps and mosquito bites.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
From Band-Aids to gauze and sunscreen and mosquito spray, your donations at the $250 level can assist with those needs. And John Skopic,
Thank you, John.
$1,500 gift. Jim Wilson at $1,000 gift. Thank you so much. We are moving that dial up. Tom Nolan.
Thank you, Tom.
Coming in at $500. Thank you so much for your giving, Tom. And I see Dan Katowski jumping in at $250. Thank you, Dan. He knows the value of some good mosquito spray. And Mike, thank you for copping in at the $100. And you know what? Janice just reminded us in the chat, there's still that silent auction. So don't you forget about that. That is shutting down at 8:15 Central. We don't want to miss out.
This is gonna
Hey, Bill
be-
Doyle jumping in at $100.
Thank you, Bill. There we go. This is going to be a record-breaking night. I love the feeling of this. I'm very excited. We are now at our final 2 levels of giving this evening. All right, so the first is at the $100 level. All right, and you know what? I think this level is probably one of my favorites. All right, not only is this the level where we can all gather around the campfire and give at tonight, this level sponsors Camp Healing Kits. Okay, a Camp Healing Kit consists of a water bottle, hooded sweatshirt, drawstring bag, and a branded Camp Sheilah journal. Okay. Our kids use the journal during and after camp as a safe space to write notes or express their emotions on paper.
That's right. You know, and this kit, it commemorates their time at camp.
Absolutely.
But it also serves as a bag. The bag serves as a place that they can store their personal items as they move from activity to activity throughout the camp weekend. A $100 donation makes sure that one camper receives this healing kit so they can feel a part of the Camp Sheilah family and supported on their healing journey.
Thank you, Stephen, for $250. That just popped in there,
That's right.
too.
And Mary Colbert, thank you, Mary, coming in at $100.
We get 10 people at this $100 level. Autumn,
Hey, Dawn, want to give a shout out to you too. Thanks for kicking in
Thank
there.
you, Dawn.
We really appreciate your support tonight. And there's Mark Werner with $100. Thank
Marky
you, Mark.
Mark.
You know, this is really exciting. And friends, we're just moving it up. Jan just popped in at 100. Thank you, Jan. We're moving
Keep it coming,
that dial
folks. Keep
up
it
to the
coming.
goal. And Stacy, I see you there. Thank you, Stacy. We are going to move into our final level of giving tonight. But you know what? Just because it's the final level doesn't mean you have to stop giving. If you feel pulled at that $2,500 level, we want to see it.
Come on.
Make it happen.
Bring it in.
But we're going to start at our $50 level now. This $50 level of giving allows everyone to participate and make an impact. And you know, I just love that.
Yeah.
A $50 gift this evening provides dinner for a camper and their family, so they can eat together during an upcoming quarterly Camp Sheilah get-together. Now this spring, Camp Sheilah will hold a quarterly check-in with campers to support them on their healing journey.
Absolutely. Now, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, this get-together will have a virtual component. And just like last year's camp and check-ins, one of the key parts of this upcoming activity will be to make sure campers continue to feel the support of their family by sharing a meal together.
That's right, David. You know, research shows that there are many benefits to eating together for children and families. According to HealthLink British Columbia, eating together provides time for connection and making sure children feel loved, safe, and secure.
That's right, and the donations are pouring in right now, so thank you. Keep them coming. I'm trying to look at both screens.
I know, it's really exciting, right? I saw that a donation from Anonymous at $250. Thank you, whoever you are. We are so grateful for your support.
Yes, okay. Now, meal times are a great time to teach children about family values and traditions, okay? And family dinners, as we both know, Autumn, are also provide an excellent way to keep lines of communication open and strong between kids, their parents, and other family members as well.
All right, so your donation this evening at the $50 level, it's going to ensure that our youth continue to feel the love and the support that they need to overcome their grief well after those quarterly activities end. And boy, I know you guys can see it up on the screen too. It is exciting. Can we pull up the Zoom wall
Can
real
we pull
quick?
it up one more time? Where are we at tonight?
This is not scripted, but I just wanted
Where are we at
to check in with our Zoom friends. How excited are we? We're at $18,340. Anthony popped in with a $250 gift. I'm seeing Stacy at $100. That's right. We are having a great time with you all tonight.
Some great dances too. I love my guy. He's down there.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for your $100 gift. We see you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Autumn, wow. All right. That was intense. Okay? That was intense.
Get it?
You guys get it? Camp
Intense?
Sheilah tense? No? Okay. Tough crowd. It is with your support that Kids Above All Camp Sheilah program will continue to protect and heal the youth and families we serve so they can have brighter futures. If there is a level you would like to give that wasn't offered tonight, your gift is welcomed and appreciated. It all adds up and it all will make an impact. And we know when everybody comes together, things happen and things move.
We are always better together. It's now time for our final two awards of the evening. Now, the first, the Camp Sheilah Public Service Award, will honor the service of an elected official for his work to provide resources and support to children and families who've lost a family member to homicide. This award will be presented by Kids Above All President and CEO Dan Katowski.
And the second, the Sheilah Doyle Humanitarian Award will recognize one of the fantastic volunteers that helps make Camp Sheilah the awesome place it is. And this honor will be presented by the director of Camp Sheilah and Kids Above All, Chief Clinical Operating Officer, Jerry Lariano.
Hello, my name is Dan Katowski, President and CEO of Kids Above All. For more than 125 years, Kids Above All has done everything we can to protect and heal children who've suffered through trauma so that they can have the best life possible. We are thrilled to officially partner with the Sheilah A. Doyle Foundation to ensure that Camp Sheilah is going to be continuing to be put on every year. And to have Jerry Lariano, our Chief Clinical Operations Officer, continue to serve as the camp director. Working together ensures that we are doing whatever we can to step up and stand up for the safety and well-being of all kids in every community across the Chicago area. It is my honor to present the second award of the evening, the Camp Sheilah Public Service Award. The Camp Sheilah Public Service Award recognizes key local, national, and international leaders who represent the best practices, mission, and vision of Camp Sheilah. Awardees must demonstrate a commitment to fostering a climate that promotes the safety, healing, and advancement of youth and their families who have experienced the death of a loved one due to homicide. Encouraging children and youth to bridge life's differences while highlighting the positive aspects of human diversity and enabling children and families to achieve a sense of social and physical well-being. This year's inaugural Camp Sheilah Public Service Awardee is Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul. Attorney General Raoul's fierce advocacy and commitment to the protection and safety of children spans decades. As a member of the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, Mr. Raoul worked on child welfare cases, prosecuted violent criminals, and helped victims of crimes access the resources they needed. Throughout his career in the Illinois Senate, he sponsored bills that kept kids safe and healthy, ensured the legal rights of survivors of violence, and created opportunities for children and families across the state so they could build better lives. Since his election as the Illinois Attorney General in 2019, Mr. Raoul has continued to champion the rights of victims of violence and their families to help them seek justice and heal from the trauma they've experienced, including his office's support of last year's Camp Sheilah through the Violent Crime Victim Assistance Program grant, the largest grant ever received by Camp Sheilah since its founding. This grant not only helped to fund camp, but allowed for virtual meetings throughout the year to connect with young people and families who've endured the devastating effects of homicide. For his outstanding leadership and dedication to keeping young people safe and making sure they have every opportunity to heal, it is my honor and privilege to present the Camp Sheilah Public Service Award to Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul.
Greetings. I'm Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul. I recently had the opportunity to interact with some of the young people and their parents who have benefited from the compassionate and trauma-informed services that are provided by Camp Sheilah. These kids and their families have suffered unimaginable losses, and it was an honor to listen to them all tell their stories. They were quite compelling. Camp Sheilah's approach to meeting the needs of young people impacted by violence is aligned with what we try to do in the Attorney General's office through the provision of victim services. I think you understand what motivates us to expand and improve our services to survivors and family members affected by gun violence, domestic violence, and sexual assault. And also to fund these programs who are operating on the front lines. That's why we appreciate the opportunity we had this year to support Kids Above All through our Violent Crime Victims Assistance grant funding for the very first time. It is a part of our mission to expand funding to organizations serving victims of community violence, many of which we may not have supported in the past. When I met with the kids of Camp Sheilah, I did so virtually, just as you have provided services virtually during the pandemic. The public health crisis affects us all, but has dealt a particularly cruel blow to those who have lost loved ones during this pandemic. They are now more frequently denied the kind of support that might have sustained them on their journey in the past. You can be proud of yourselves that you have pivoted to an online format to continue to be a rock of support for the youth who depend upon you. It is a testimony to the dedication and ongoing ingenuity of your staff that 18 children and their parents were able to attend your virtual camp and participate in activities and counseling that was helpful to them. Here at the Attorney General's office, we believe that victim services is violence prevention. Programs like Camp Sheilah ensure that victims receive the resources they need to constructively manage the unfathomable pain of losing a loved one to violence. This benefits the individual affected, but also the entire community surrounding that person. And so with that, I thank you for the recognition you've given me today, but more for the work that you've committed to those who need it. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Jerry Loriano, Camp Director for Camp Sheilah and Chief Clinical Operating Officer at Kids Above All. Throughout the last 11 years, Camp Sheilah has helped young people who have lost a parent or a sibling to homicide turn their tragedies into hope for a brighter future. Part of the reason for Camp Sheilah's tremendous success is the hard work, dedication, and enthusiasm of over 400 volunteers who since 2010 have made this amazing 3-day experience possible. From working one-on-one with a child as a big buddy to providing support during journey circles, these phenomenal individuals give themselves to a child for the entire weekend, making a lasting impact in that child's life and a lifelong connection. Last September, when Camp Sheilah was held virtually for the first time ever, our volunteers stepped up yet again. While not physically with their campers, our big buddies continued to provide support and comfort during journey circles, as well as writing and art activities designed to challenge campers on their healing journey. The remarkable compassion, flexibility, and care of volunteers each and every year is what makes Camp Sheilah so special, and we are blessed to have them on our team. Our last award of the evening, the Sheilah Doyle Humanitarian Award, recognizes one of these incredible volunteers. Given annually, the Sheilah Doyle Humanitarian Award honors an individual who represents Sheilah Doyle's same passion, dedication, and genuine love for people, and whose efforts have helped transform a child's tragedy into a bright future. I'm pleased to announce that this year's awardee is Mark Seaman. Mark has given his time and energy as a big buddy at Camp Sheilah for the past 7 years, and we are truly grateful for his efforts. To help us present the award this evening, I'd like to introduce someone who knows Mark very well and who can speak to Mark's impact on his life. Mark's camp buddy for the past 5 years, Robert Swafford. Robert?
Thanks, Jerry. Hi, my name is Robert Swafford, and I'm honored to be here tonight to help present the Sheilah Doyle Humanitarian Award to my big buddy Mark. I came to camp in 2015, and it was because of my father's death in 2014. My father passed away after being killed for his painkillers because he had cancer. And Camp Sheilah has helped me through all of this. And the biggest help of all was Mark. Mark has been my buddy for 5 years, and every year he just brings the life to camp. And this year, he got me some hot sauce for my birthday, which was very nice. Mark, congratulations on receiving this award. I'm proud to have you as my big buddy, and I couldn't be more grateful for you to be there for me inside and outside of camp. It is my pleasure to present the 2021 Sheilah Doyle Humanitarian Award to Mark Seaman.
Thank you for that introduction, and thanks to the Kids Above All program for all you do to make Camp Sheilah such a special weekend for these great kids. First, I would like to thank Kevin Doyle and the entire Doyle family for channeling their grief and loss of their dear mother to establish this foundation. Their work is changing lives for these kids and filling that sense of loss with positivity and possibility. I am very proud to be part of the Camp Sheilah family. Every year I volunteer at Camp Sheilah because it is the best gift I can give and receive. I get to see the kids having fun by playing games like Gaga Ball and participating in tons of activities. I watch them create memories and lifelong friendships. Many return year after year, and the bonds between all of us become even stronger. The campers participate in healing circles and outdoor challenges. I get to witness them expand their comfort zones and strengthen their emotional healing process. It is truly remarkable to see them grow in only a few days at camp. I would like to give a shout out to my little buddy Robert, who I've been paired with for the last several years. He's an old soul who cares about everyone. It's been an honor and a privilege to watch him mature and grow into an incredible young man with such a bright future. Being a volunteer at this camp is a true gift. I can honestly say it fills my heart each year to interact with and support these kids. It is 3 days each year I treasure and would recommend to adults, young or old, to find a way to participate. Thanks again for this award, but truly, being a volunteer is award enough for me.
Congratulations to both Attorney General Raul and Mark Seaman. And now it's time to go back to Winspire Studios one final time to find out who will win our grand prize raffle and the awesome trip to Los Cabos, Mexico. Take it away, Autumn and David.
Hey, thanks, Josh. And thanks, friends. Boy, moving acceptance speeches from incredible honorees. We have a little bit more to do before we announce the big winner of that raffle. Friends, take a look at this. Now, I also want to shout out to State Farm. They posted in the chat that they are going to pledge $1,500, and the Behringer Foundation at $2,000.
Boom.
Coupled with a look at this just came in. SureWeb would like to sponsor a camper at another $1,000.
There it is.
We are so close to our goal, friends. So here's what I'm asking of you right now. Can you dig just a little deeper? I think we're about $3,000 from hitting that 30, just about 3,000. And I know we've got a little over 100 friends with us tonight, if I recall what they told me earlier. So
now we're at 2. Now we're at just right there. You see that?
We're
clicker?
just at
now
2.
We're at
Look
2,000.
at this.
There you go. Boom, baby.
And I'm seeing some gifts coming in from Justin and Lori. I saw really generous gift from 2,500. Let's just watch that together. Watch that. John's in at 1,500. We could just move that dial up a little more. I think we're 500 shy.
Yeah, I know.
I think we are literally $500 from hitting our goal this evening. Can we do it? Can we get just 500 more? There it is.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bing, boom.
Can we bring up the Zoom wall?
Can we bring up the Zoom wall? Bring it up.
Can we bring up that wall so that we can celebrate together?
Woo-hoo! Let's go.
Friends.
Let's go.
Yes.
Nice job, baby. Nice job. Nice job.
Fantastic. You all have stepped up for our young people tonight. And I think we should celebrate with a virtual cheers for change that you are making in the lives of so many. So go grab your bubbles or your hot cocoa.
That's right.
Because we're going to toast in celebration of each of you tonight.
Cheers it
for
up.
your fantastic support. And a huge celebration cheers to our camp staff and the volunteers for making Camp Sheilah such a special place. You know, grief is a journey, and we all walk it together. Cheers, friends.
Cheers, folks. Congratulations. What an amazing night. Cheers. Wow. What an amazing night, and we did it. We hit the mark and more, and it's still climbing up, so great job, folks. Before we go, I think we have some more exciting news to share. Did you see me slide that in? Some more, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Hey, is it time to announce the raffle winner?
Yes, it is. Okay, time to find out who the lucky winner is of our Los Cabos Mexican vacation. All right, once again, this is an inclusive trip for 2, including airfare, to a 4-night stay at the Hyatt Ziva. And here's a special insider secret about Hyatt Ziva. They serve nightly tacos poolside at the adult-only pool, so don't miss out on those. Who doesn't want tacos by the pool? All right? I love tacos. Let's do this, all right? It's time to spin it. We ready to roll? Let's rock. And the winner is Jeff Ryder! Woo!
pull out your board shorts and flip-flops, and don't forget your sunscreen, Jeff. Thank you all again for joining us tonight. What a spectacular evening. David and I have really enjoyed spending our evening with you.
Absolutely.
Now, a reminder, that silent auction, it's going to close at 8:15. That's about 14 and a half minutes from right now.
That's right.
So make sure you get those final bids in. And before we go, hey, we want to send it back to Josh.
Thank you all for an amazing night. Take us home, Josh.
Thanks, Autumn and David. Boy, am I jealous. The beach and sun of Cabos sound so good right now. Thanks again to everyone at Windspire for helping us make this event possible. And thank you for tuning in tonight. On behalf of the Camp Sheilah community, we are truly grateful for your generosity. Your support makes a huge difference to everyone involved with Camp Sheilah, and will transform a child's tragedy into a bright future. Good night, everyone.